It's Dino Crisis. With static. You're allowed to talk.
I live again.
Glorious.
The two people who will get that reference, either of them.
Off to a great start. I already can't pick up the darts.
Excellent.
That's the Dino Crisis I remember.
The true Dino Crisis experience starts here.
Yep. In a lot of ways it does. I played ahead, and the next couple of hours are actually pretty straightforward and not going to screw me over. Make me get lost the way that I got lost in the last session we played.
And wild contradiction to the first half of the game.
Exactly. There's a certain kind of logic, henceforth. We also get to the plot of the game relatively soon.
Now, that folder on the desk, is that a thing? Because remember earlier that was screwing us over.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the hint for the puzzle. Let's see.
There we go.
Got an initializer. And a stabilizer. Because of some kind of third energy theory. But 3 years ago, the theory killed everybody.
So, theory was put into practice and was found lacking.
In many ways, yes.
I'm just thinking of that bit in Event Horizon where they watch the video of the crew, the previous crew dying, and Lawrence Fishburne just goes, "We're leaving."
If only our team were that smart. Uncertain elements regarding the control of this power, even if it is only a 0.1% chance of profitability.
My dude, you should have put a lottery ticket on with those kind of odds, because you beat them.
Yep. So, there's like a thing where we gotta, like, stabilize the energy or something. I'll be honest, my first time doing this, I just randomly did the third one, because it's the stabilizer. Then the first one, an initializer.
Not been set.
Yeah, I guess it hasn't been prepared for the initializer. Let's try this again. Oh, that's the initializer. Yeah. Y is our stabilizer. B is our initializer. Just do them in reverse order. Like I said,
Just hit all the buttons until it works out.
Exactly.
Yeah, it works on Star Trek most of the time.
I stumbled into the answer to that one accidentally, and then it just shows you a hologram for a couple seconds. We already saw that hologram when we first walked into this area. So even after technically solving that puzzle, I wasn't aware if I had solved that puzzle.
God, I just realized this game did the wibbly wobbly timey wimey thing like 20 years before Doctor Who.
My God.
Oh, I'm depressed. This fucking game.
It is mildly depressing. So we walked into that room, and then we immediately turn around and walk out. And that is progress.
Warning. The emergency system has been activated. Emergency lockdown in progress.
So it makes no sense, but it's easy.
Kirk must have tripped off the security system. That fool.
What's your status, Regina? I'm reading an emergency lockdown in your section.
We're trapped inside here. Kirk must have triggered it off. We didn't touch anything.
Can you clear it?
I'll see what I can do.
What's wrong with this thing?
Cool it, Gale. We'll find a way out somehow.
Be cool, Gale.
If I'm not mistaken, this is an important decision point where you have to decide whether we like Gale or the other guy more. He's on a computer, which is very un-Gale-like.
Yeah, but he is hunting and pecking, which is very Gale-like.
True. Is this the thing I need to mess with? Looks like it. We took the panel off of this last time. I couldn't figure out how to do it for a long time, and then we did. Now it is a puzzle. We need to make circuits.
See, for a second there, I was afraid it was going to be sliding, a sliding tile puzzle, because I fucking hate those things.
There's a lot to hate about this. Never you worry.
Okay, the middle one looks like the only one that's got... go to the middle one and rotate it to the... Rotate it clockwise.
Yep. Not clockwise.
Because that looks like that's the only one with the one which fits in the top right.
Okay, we're definitely somewhere. I think my order of operations is bad, but we probably have it at this point.
Yep.
Just gotta slap them in the right order. One of these. Into... Nope, not that.
Excuse me.
I think this one. And you? Hell no.
So close.
Yeah, let's try you first, and then... No, that covers...
No.
Yeah, no matter what I do, that covers the
Maybe that
spot.
one needs to go in last.
Yeah. It certainly needs to go in after that. Hell yeah.
The squid has been completed.
Warning.
Beautiful.
Emergency lockdown has been bypassed. You have 10 minutes until this section is sealed off.
We'd better get moving. We bypassed the door lock and we're on our way out.
That's great. But the entire underground area is crawling with dinosaurs. You'll never be able to make it through there.
Don't sweat it. I'll take them all out one by one if I have to.
Brilliant plan, fearless leader, but I have a better one. These readouts tell me there's an emergency escape hatch in the dock's private quarters. You should be able to make a clean break through there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but there's one problem. The hatch is password locked through the mother system.
Forget it. If you can't crack the code before the dinosaurs rush in, we'll be completely trapped.
I know.
Hale, do you ever stop to think about the things you're saying on a daily basis?
What about you, Gina?
Take that out of context. Put it on his epitaph. So, Gale wants to kill every dinosaur. So I'm going against that strategy.
Yeah. I've heard your option, and I'm disregarding it on the grounds that it is dumb as hell.
Yep, basically. We have enough ammo to do it. I've actually tested this, but it is devastating to go through all that.
Yeah, I take it Gale isn't much help with the dinosaur disposal.
No, he disappears and you kill every single dinosaur.
Of course he does. He's off fighting moon dinosaurs in Jupiter.
Yep. We need to go through that exit.
Didn't Rick say that was a secret exit or something?
He did. It's quite a secret.
Not very good at hiding, are they?
There's a trick to it.
But that's just the beginning. The release
That's just the beginning.
automatically rewrites itself periodically. We have access.
Or did he cover it with a rug or something?
Let's make sure
Much worse. He covered it
It's
with
an
a rhythm
ironic
tape.
escape exit.
Make sure you enter them exactly as displayed. Let's do it.
Okay, it's a memory game. F bad.
Baddie.
Sounds like a plan. Just spell things. And it's easy.
Transmitting the next.
But it's gonna get harder.
Yeah.
E.
Ed. Ed.
A lot of E's.
Ed.
Okay. Pretty sure that was right. It was not right. We're all gonna die.
We only have one more chance. I'm counting on you.
Oh, there's another F. Whoops. FACAABD. That's at least the right number of letters this
Absolutely
time.
bastards.
Yeah.
Transmitting the final code.
Who knew Dr. Kirk was so anti-authoritarian?
See. I remember this one keeps going. CCBFAEC. Pretty sure that was a C.
I've got it listed here. CCEFE.
Sounds good.
ACA.
Glorious.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, nope, I'm writing this shit down.
Very good call. I did that one no problem my first time through, but I was paying full attention, and this time I wasn't. I think there's something behind this thing. Nope. Also, my inventory's full, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Hold it! Dr. Kirk, we've come to help.
I see you're in Resident Evil 2.
Nation's government.
My nation? I'm touched. And what do you government agents want with me?
Shut up. You're coming with us if I have to knock you out and drag you back myself.
Well, according to the government, I'm officially deceased, correct?
If that's the way you want it, I'd be more than happy to oblige. So what'll it be, genius?
What's most baffling is that Gale beat us here.
Final stages.
He killed every single dinosaur on the way.
But I
That was the only
Single-handed.
solution. Yeah,
the final results.
And
Yet
here he also
somehow-
blew up the Death Star on his way over.
he must have.
I'm taking you back under orders, so shut up and follow me. Regina, locate the communication facility and call in...
Having a blonde off.
You can't do this! I have rights!
According to command, your government property, pal. I suggest you take it up.
I mean, you just said that you were deceased like 5 minutes ago, so
Yep.
Want me back?
You have relinquished
don't
all
really
rights.
have much in the way of rights last I checked.
Yep. Especially not in secret government facilities.
Jaw-headed.
Shut up. Where's the communication room?
Take the elevator up from the control room.
I need a card to access that elevator. I know you've got one. Hand it over, Doc.
Fine.
I like how every time he pointed the gun at him, it cocked. So he cocked a cocked gun there.
Hey, wait, where are you going?
Maybe the gun just is incredibly like loose. All of the little plates and everything are just rattling every time he moves it.
That's possible.
Business.
Oh,
It's a
hey.
thing that they do in movies quite often.
Yeah. I've seen jokes about that. With, like, a character legitimately cocking a shotgun every single time it was drawn. Multiple times in a single scene without firing it.
Yeah.
Meaning you're just pumping active shells onto the floor.
It's just reloading like they do in the video games.
Yep. We read this memo a long time ago. I don't think it is relevant to us right now.
All it says is, ow, ow, my organs, ow.
Dinosaurs are eating me.
Boy, it sure does suck being a protagonist in a Lovecraftian story. I will continue to write until the very last second. Oh god, I hear them coming for me.
Also, I'm going insane as I write this.
But not in a cool way like what you'd want.
Okay, fastest way to get from this corner to that corner.
Gale's gun looks like a massive toy. It looks like one of those Franken guns that they liked putting in games of this era, where they would use like bits from 12 different guns to make 12 different assault rifles to make like an MP5 look-alike or something.
But it's the future. It's a sci-fi gun. They made him bigger and less efficient.
It's an MP5 the size of an assault rifle.
Yeah, perfect. Just what everyone always wanted. I'm pretty sure I absolutely did not want to come up here, so it's a good thing I have the ability to unlock the frames and go way faster. Let's try this side. Something's clicking at me. Surely not a dinosaur of any description.
It's
Surely
just a
they
cat that they
can't
forgot to trim the claws off. Don't worry,
Yeah.
man.
Nothing to worry about there.
It's cool, dude. It would be cool. It's just a really nasty cat.
That would be my kind of game. Kitty Crisis.
Yes. I think I've probably said before, but every so often I think about how cool it would be to have a cat the size of a large dog, just for like big snuggles, and then I remember that those exist and they will eat your face off your face.
Oh yeah. Once they realize they can overpower you, you're done for.
Like my cats are small, you know, they're normal cat sized, and if they are feeling, you know, violent, then they will tear your arm off.
Yep. They can win the fight, they will. It's an uneasy piece. That's the last of my shotgun ammo.
Oh, whoops.
Plenty of slags, though.
Yes, we're overflowing with slags. It's never not going to be funny, is it?
Yep. Nope. Everyone watching this is an official slag.
I mean, if that's what you want to call your viewers, I mean...
Pretty much nailed the fastest route to where I was going.
I thought
Dinosaurs
these
be damned.
dinosaurs have absolutely atrocious reactions.
Yep. It's like they gotta load in their AI after you run past them. Was it this area? Let's see. A couple rooms ahead.
It's not too bad.
And I most assuredly took a wrong turn.
It was at the room next to this.
Let's see. It's... Okay. There's a save room.
It's the middle of the hallway, yeah.
Yeah. Out of my way. I'm a motorist.
Beep beep, fuck you.
Nope. Don't do that.
I think there's unlocks in the game for beating it in 3 hours or without saving or something.
I think I technically haven't saved because I've been using save states.
Yeah. Strictly speaking, as far as the game's concerned, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is where Rick was working. He gave up.
He's just
Now it's
gone home
alright.
for the day.
Yep. Lucky guy. Okay, new area. More slags.
Just packing them in.
Yeah.
We sure this is the right kind of emergency, though?
You never know. Just to be safe, we should leave it. Didn't even
I
give
like
me
how
the
it was
option.
I liked how it was pirouetting like a dancer in a musical box.
Woefully plugless. No reason they'd want me to save my progress, would they?
It's not suspicious at all.
Let's see. This door. Got an antenna key. This spot. If I'm not mistaken, the antenna doesn't actually do anything. I don't even think it sets a flag or whatever. But might as well use it. Gives us an animation.
There's a bit in one of the Resident Evil games. I think it's the original version of Resident Evil 3, where you have the option of sending a distress signal, but it doesn't really do anything if you do.
If I'm not much mistaken, this is exactly the same deal. Just summon the antenna if you feel like it.
I mean, we're already here.
Basically. Cutscene.
That's not a rescue helicopter.
Gina, what happened? The emergency lock on the second floor's just been activated.
I'm a bit busy right now. Do something about it.
Don't sweat it. I'll release the lock. It's a
T-Rex that responds to antennae.
T-Rex don't care. T-Rex don't care about nobody.
He's murdering me. He murdered me. Perfect. Let me check my ammo. 8 bullets.
Ah.
Okay, that was a non-instant kill. There's our kill. All right, we can sort of stun lock it.
Yeah.
That did it. I'm
Yeah,
alive.
I must have had invincibility when it was rearing back, or the range of the shotgun just wasn't far enough.
Yeah.
Regina, do you copy?
Finally, signal.
Signal's weak. Interference. Static.
I'll give you the
Second T-Rex fight. The first one was so long ago, just the very beginning of the game.
and pick us up at the heliport immediately.
And then he's just been in hiding for hours and
This
hours.
entire island's a bloodbath. The only
Ah, don't you know, T-Rexes are incredibly stealthy predators.
details later. Just get back here and pick us up ASAP.
Roger, I'm on my way. Regina, what's the situation?
The chopper's on its way here.
Great. Don't waste any time. And remember, use the main entrance to get to the heliport.
Yeah, that area's finally
Nice.
open.
So we're right at the end of the game then. Let's go.
Yep. Perfect. We just heal up, I guess. There we go. Med pack. The music seems to think it's definitely climactic. I think
Yeah, it
this
sounds
is-
like offcuts from one of the PS1 Resident Evil games.
Yeah, it's certainly
Very
not
loud and
Capcom's A
chaotic,
game.
But just very loud and chaotic, but not very good.
Yeah. You tried, .wav.
There was an attempt.
Just gotta make our way back to the main hallway. Big area with the giant staircase. Hello. This area.
Just through the door in front? That one.
Maybe. I think you're actually right. I think it's the big door.
Yeah,
the side.
it's just because the map doesn't give you any orientation of where you are. It's
Sure as hell doesn't.
hearted.
Yep.
Hey. Okay,
That's-
final boss.
That's the helicopter we called. Very low tech.
Primitive, not gonna lie. I'll just grab a leg and hope for the best.
Yep. Whatever works. Uh-oh.
That was a bit close.
Yeah, I'm sort of rubbing my face against the wall unnecessarily. And they got me.
No, they're taking you to freedom. Everyone's wanting to get on the crazy train.
Yeah. I heard the helicopter was coming. They want out of here too. Oh, great. It's locked.
Oh, take me with you. This place sucks.
Teleport. That way. Just gotta solve a puzzle first.
The heliport seems to be located within a shipping container. Is that normal?
So, this camera angle is so that we can solve the puzzle in a fair way. Because it is possible to move the things in such a way that you cannot actually solve the puzzle.
Yeah, it's a pretty common thing in these kind of games.
Yeah. Grenade gun. That's also a pretty common thing in these Resident Evils.
Well, you are playing a lady, and traditionally only the ladies get the grenade launchers for some reason.
Interesting. They're very feminine. Thankfully, there's a very diligent janitorial staff just off screen, resetting all the boxes anytime we exit.
Says that you need to push that one far enough so you can just nip round the back.
I hope so. That's what I did. Is this doable? Yes. So far, so good.
And push the top one over and then the middle one down, maybe?
I suspect that is the case. Let's find out. Yeah, the music really is especially inappropriate now. Once you start the animation, nothing you can do but wait it out. Oh, this is forward and then over for the next one, I think.
I couldn't even tell that you were able to push it onto the grey part there. So
Yeah.
it's raised up.
And the only indication of that is the fact that there is a crate on the gray part already. But you can't push it past the gray part, so you definitely have your instincts in the right spot. This is a dead end. So it would make sense to push this crate twice. That would also lead you to freedom, but you cannot do that.
Yeah,
that
not
caused
very
me
good
to...
visually, is it?
No, not at all. So yeah, I locked myself out the first time I did that.
Yeah.
And I locked it out just a minute ago. I tried it again.
It's funny going back to PlayStation 1 games and being like, wow, the shit we used to put up with.
No kidding.
It's actually over Christmas, I set my PlayStation Vita up so that I could play loads of retro games. Spent pretty much all of Christmas playing like Super Nintendo and PS1 games.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of PS1 games did not age well.
Finally. You know, I had a really bad feeling about
Some of them aged better than you would expect.
It could have been a lot.
Oh, definitely.
Look at these graphics. CG cutscenes, so clearly this is the ending. We did it. We beat the game.
Something must have those animals spooked.
Then suddenly Tyrant and Regina gets a bazooka. No, that's Dino Crisis 3. I'm barely kidding about that.
Dr. Kirk!
Doctor's getting away. And also, we have nowhere to go. So I don't think the doctor's going to get very far.
I could go and cockblock McGee.
Yep.
I'm just about to get off the friggin' island.
That was the ending. You ruined our ending.
Now we're in sudden death overtime.
Yep. Should probably equip the grenade gun. Don't see many better opportunities to use it. Okay. I don't know how to load the grenade gun.
Opportunities to use it.
Let's see. Why did that not work? I did not
I was going to say, is
correctly
it
put
one of
the
those?
ammo.
Is it one of those games where you need to reload the grenade gun before you can actually use it?
Something like that. There's definitely additional menuing that I did not do. There. Shoot him in the belly. Or just fall over. That works too. There's our ending. The Vor ending.
Bad ending for us. Relatively good one for the dinosaurs, all things considered.
Yeah, it's true. No stuns like when we were fighting him on the balcony. Oh, he just rolled right over me.
Okay. Apparently you can also, if you also just run away from it long enough, then this section will complete.
Really?
But it will take longer.
Yeah.
So it's, if you played Silent Hill 2, the first Pyramid Head fight,
right.
It is strictly based on a time limit, but hitting it means that the timer goes through quicker.
That's right.
I think on hard, you need to, if you don't attack him, it takes like 15 or 20 minutes to get through.
Yeesh. I've certainly never tried to do that. I always assumed it was a boss fight.
Yeah, I did it on easy once just to see how long it would take, and that was still like a solid 5 minutes of just going back and forward to avoid his attacks.
Head pack. Very important. So staying close means he doesn't do the deadliest attacks.
There we go.
Regina, over here!
And then Gale shoots the Dino, which is not an automatic win.
Yeah, it says Rick is suddenly equipped with the Brennan sniper rifle from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yep. Speaking of Gale, though, this is his moment to shine, and where the hell is he?
Ah, he's just around.
We're screwed! The chopper's history! How are we gonna get out of here?
Calm down. We'll just have to find another way.
Ma, come off it. You're never this positive.
What happened?
Did you hear something? Is the entire screen shaking incredibly violently?
It's a dinosaur with his head poking down like, "Hey guys, gonna come too." In case anyone can hear any noise in the background, one of my cats has the zoomies.
Ah. I did hear that. I assumed it was more elevator noises.
No, it's my boys. They are not light. They are not delicate.
A dramatic representation of what's going on behind
Yeah,
you.
basically, yeah. Lots of running and hopping and things being broken. Pretty sure if I go into the bedroom, one of them will be snacking on a human torso.
Nice. And that's why you leave human torsos for them.
I mean, just because I do, there's no reason to point it out. Jesus.
I consider it responsible cat ownership.
Some things you just don't talk about.
I think we can fingerprint this guy.
I'm glad that you finished that sentence, because I was worried as to where it was going.
Let's try.
You know that thing where you hear the start of a sentence and your brain finishes it off?
Yep. And his memo. Where the heck did these monsters come from? They're gonna kill me. I don't want to offend the Lord with my language.
Yike, the roo, I'm in a pickle.
Should be able to find a boat or something. One problem is getting there in one piece. That note was useless. And his fingerprint data will also be useless. Because we don't have his employee ID.
Oh, maybe one of these little guys does.
It's possible. Can't rule it out.
I think the second game actually does have a bit where you need to find a nest where they've stolen a key card.
You done yet?
What do you mean? Of course.
Oh, I figured he was going to say, what do you mean? That would be impossible.
It's been 30 seconds, God.
Right on, girl. Let's hear it.
Thought maybe I would have control here. Really, they're just wasting my time.
I was like, do you not?
Nope. That was a cutscene.
That seemed excessively awkward.
We're here
Yep.
again. Now what?
We should be able to get to the underground port from here.
Yeah. Then let's do it.
Hurry! I'm worried about Gale.
Our fearless leader? Fine. Let's move out.
The guy who took on an army of dinosaurs by himself? Really?
He really did.
He's basically the Punisher, but for dinosaurs.
Yeah. The Dinosaur. Yeah, that clearly didn't work, but it was worth a shot.
A+ for effort.
What happened?
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was actually the game or if the stream had gone a bit funny.
What's going on? The power went out.
Gale?
That's called immersion.
Yeah, get the power online now.
Ah, my favorite kind of therapy.
Gale,
Yeah.
There's a port nearby. There's gotta be a ship we can use.
Copy. Leave Kirk to me. You two get the power back online and secure our escape route.
Roger.
B3.
Door seems excessively large.
It is.
Especially considering the size of the elevator that you came down in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, did we get tiny?
That's one way to read it. Forced perspective.
Oh my god, Regina's a hobbit!
What the? This battery's completely dead.
This puzzle again.
Hmm. But this time we need to go part hunting.
Oh, yeah. So I'm pretty sure the CG cutscene was supposed to be like an ending fake out.
Hmm.
It got me at least. My first time playing this.
I mean, at this point, you've already racked up at least like 2.5, 3 hours.
Mhm.
The average length for one of the PS1 games.
Yeah, I think our first two streams were about 2 hours apiece, so.
Hmm.
Put some time into this. Felt like a good conclusive area. We had actually, like, covered every bit of ground in the entire overworld.
Yep.
Which is why we left that area and have accessed this new area.
Yeah, because every good Resident Evil game has to have a big underground facility purely for the purposes of the final part of the game.
Oh yeah. The Ultra Basement. Hope that was the right battery. I thought we needed a green one, but we're taking the white one. That's all
No
we can
engineering
take.
student, but you're probably fine.
Yeah. Match colors. And you're all set. Oh no, I can't even hold slags.
No!
That is unacceptable. Let's see.
Don't really need the anesthetic aids, do you?
No, they do seem to be... They don't even stack. That's super weird. I can sort them.
I think you can only use them in mixing.
Yeah. And they won't mix with anything besides themselves.
Oh, that's enough room.
Yeah, but let's slap more together. Clear up a little more space, so I don't have to do this every couple of minutes. Glorious. Get a better gun out. Oh, I could put darts in it. Alright, I got the thing. I hope.
Thing and thing.
I think Rick will actually solve this puzzle for us. It's quote-unquote puzzle. We've proven that we can solve it enough times.
It's really just plate juggling, really.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is all we need to restore the power. All
Still get that glitch where audio clips will cut out randomly.
I'll work on the security system. You handle our escape route. What?
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 Let's escape through this area. The large size elevator.
It's the fact that she waits until it fully rises up before she walks under it. Like, why?
Yeah. Pretty sure we actually want to stay here. Having just restored power.
Was that door that you couldn't get through?
Yeah, it's this one. Because the power was out.
Mm.
Yep, more anesthetic aids. And swerving drunkenly around the room. Got the crane key.
Oh, mini discs. If it isn't just a flat line at the bottom, then they've got way too high an opinion of themselves.
Yep. So, 2 crane keys right next to each other. I'm pretty sure we require a third one.
I was gonna say, are we gonna need to do that thing where both of us stand at either side of a door?
Oh god, we did do that in the last session.
Oh, that's right, but there's precedence.
Yep. But that required a specific L key and R key. Which I didn't realize at the time meant left and right. Ooh, red folder. ABK to enter the port. Did I skip a page? Yeah.
I think so. Oh.
Weapon container at the general weapon storage. Please finish the maintenance of the crane within the week. Alan's got the DDK. Okay. Not sure why it was necessary to give us that flavor text, but I guess it was. Not enough plugs. I think there's plugs on this shelf. I can line myself up right. Nope. Plugs behind the shelf. Plug.
Hey!
Never know when I'm gonna start bleeding. That's probably fine. Okay, weapons storage.
Really big tool case there.
Yeah. I mean, as we know, relatively speaking, we have shrunk down, so this is normal sized.
And apparently they have the APC from Aliens in this room.
Probably an intentional direct reference.
Would not surprise me.
I think this is a button mashing sequence. Yeah,
Yeah.
I made it. So close to Alan's corpse. But now, it's been permanently blocked off by another toolbox.
So the fact there's a guy called Alan in a game with dinosaurs, I wonder if that's a Jurassic Park reference.
There's an Alan in Jurassic Park.
Alan Grant, Sam Neill.
Ah, right.
My girlfriend is a huge fan of the Jurassic Park series, so I've kind of picked this up by osmosis.
3 crane cards. I knew it. Yeah, I haven't seen Jurassic Park since it was new, like in theaters. I saw the first two, and that's it.
Me neither. But she watches it fairly regularly, and I tend to get her Jurassic Park stuff for Christmas and her birthday. So
Excellent. I mean, they're good movies, so.
before I met her, it was always like it was one of those films that I'd seen but never particularly was invested in.
Gina's head is getting ripped off. Excuse me for a second. That was ridiculously brutal.
So yeah, I'll wait till you two are done with your introductions. By which I mean vicious mauling.
Yeah. Every good date ends with a resuscitation medicine.
They do whenever I'm involved. I don't know what that means.
Uh-oh. Train card 3. And another tiny key. Yeah. The CO area. Commanding officers. Yep. There's a laser grid, but I don't think I need to do anything with it right now. Maybe I'll be going back to that area. Or maybe it's optional. There are a lot of optional things in this game.
Yeah. This is a game that does like reusing things, though.
That's for sure. It is efficient in some ways. Got 3 crane cards. Do I input them manually? Knowing this game? Quite possibly.
Boy.
Yep. Okay, this thing. Need to program the crane. So we can move it one down.
I have instructions if necessary.
Gotcha. This is another one where they like don't show you the limitations of the crane. Like it can't go beyond the certain boundaries. But if you try to push it beyond those boundaries, nothing will happen. You won't know why. But that's part of the solution. Let's see. Nope.
BRB off to Africa.
Yep. Watch the crane go around for a while, and... So I think, let's see. Yeah, we actually cannot move it one step over, which is where the thing we need moved actually is. Great state to be in. Send this one out. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the only choice, because we can't move it one spot over to the right or the left, is we have to move every single other of these crates around the entire perimeter.
According to the solution here, you can do it in 4 steps.
Interesting. For, like,
still,
actual...
Yeah, like, moving 4 crates, essentially.
Okay. Yeah, that's the entire perimeter. We move the one in the corner, then the 2 above it, and then 1 more at the top. So, I think we're doing things properly, at least. It did not release. What's up with that?
Doesn't let you stack them, maybe?
I guess not. We don't want to move it 3 spots up. So we'll put it 3 up, 1 down, release, and just go. So yeah, that's still out of our way. So that's fine. I don't think it will release here, but let's see. Nope, sure didn't. Doesn't matter, we can move it 2 over, 3 up, and then release it. It's probably okay. So yeah, this is an inefficient way to do this, but
yeah,
it'll work.
As long as it gets done.
Exactly.
The fact that it actually lets you do this is actually pretty impressive for a game of this age.
Yeah, I agree. This actually should be enough. Yep, I got the last crate.
Oh, okay, I'll actually let you leave.
Yeah.
That is surprising as well.
Yep. Surprisingly intuitive puzzle. I actually like that puzzle. I like computer programming puzzles in general. I consider this to be one of them. Although, part of the goal of computer programming puzzles is to do them efficiently.
Yeah.
If I wrote code like that, I would not have a job as a code writer.
If you wrote code like that, you'd be working on Yandere Sim.
Yeah. Anything else to say about
That's
this corpse?
more of an insult than anything I could possibly say.
I'm going to see if I can get into that laser grid area. Alright, I guess I can. Unstoppable lasers.
Maybe you're only able to trigger it from the other side?
Something like that. There's another door back there, but it appears to be locked. Or otherwise inaccessible. So I don't know if I should bother going for that. Our destination is behind us. We're being told that we have access to it. What did I pick up from Alan's
there was
corpse?
It was a little key.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, I got the CO area key. And that might be it, and I also got DDK Disc W. So that's half of DDK. Very impolite. I'm a visitor.
Slap fight.
It's not how you treat guests.
Oh god, the warning labels on the side of the batteries or whatever they are look like the umbrella logo.
Guaranteed, not a coincidence.
Would not surprise me, but I don't think either of the games have any actual connection to Resident Evil.
True, yeah. It's one of those like,
maybe
meta references.
Yeah, maybe the third game, because I never actually played that one. Yeah. I actually only played the first one once as well. Went through the second at least like a dozen times or so. That's a hell of a good game.
Nice.
Don't know if it still holds up. Yeah. Hopefully it still holds up.
Yeah. It's to ruin your fond memories.
I wouldn't exactly call them fun because the ending is absolutely atrocious. Big cliffhanger that's only resolved in one of the Gun Survivor games, the light gun games.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah, it came out on the PS2, and I only found out that's where the final part of the story is like a year ago.
Ah.
I was pissed.
Well, I've got no way to heal myself, so that's... Oh, I got a...
You've got 1 med pack.
Yeah, that'll do. Pretty sure that's not the only dino. These things are horrible. You take up the entire width of the hallway.
They're like the hunters from the original Resident Evil. The big frog lizard guys that would leap from one end of the hallway to the other to take your head off.
Boy. I mean, we did see one of these things take my head off, quite literally.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's my head again. Let go. I need that. It may not seem like it sometimes, but I surely do. Just getting brutally comboed. There's a DDK lock to the port that we're trying to get to, and
yeah.
Devoured.
Maybe you don't need to scan anyone's fingerprints for the rest of the game, do you?
I don't think so, because fingerprints were for reprogramming cards, and the reprogramming computer was back on the first floor.
Yeah.
I hope we don't have to go back to that, because that's a very long way away.
PS1 era games were very fond of backtracking.
True. Isn't this where it just was? No, this is a new area. And the elevator is inaccessible, and the DDK area is inaccessible because I only have one piece of it. So this must be where I have to go next. That's a big laser grid. I'll take it. It's not going to work, is it? Nothing happened.
Yep.
I do not have laser grid access in this area.
Probably going to be a security room or something that you have to visit then.
Yeah. Getting torn up here. Plenty of resuscitations, though. So when I was playing this in practice, so that I would be able to do this efficiently, which I'm clearly not doing, I didn't use any save states. I only used actual equipment that I had on hand, because I didn't want to overwrite the save state that we had, where we left off. So the remainder of this game is actually pretty manageable without cheating.
Oh yeah, I did it legit back in the day.
Yeah. There's every reason to believe we will be able to, but there's still plenty of game left. And this is the hard part.
Which is weird, because I remembered looking at the guide when we did this back in October. And it made it look like there was maybe 3 areas left.
Yeah, we are pretty much in the final area of the game, but it intentionally halts your progress as much as possible. Makes you do a bunch of backtracking and time-wasting stuff. It's weird they set off this alarm. This doesn't do anything.
It's just informing everyone that there is an alert.
Yep.
Doesn't actually do anything.
Let me turn it off, and then if we go through the metal detector again, nothing will happen. Key chip. Key chips are for another programming puzzle, if I recall correctly. Ah. ID card rewriter. We have an ID card. We don't have anything with which to rewrite it. Or we do, we don't have anything to rewrite to the cards. Maybe I want to steal that lady's identity. I don't know yet.
Identity theft is no laughing matter, Fiendly.
It's true. I actually had my identity stolen once. They bought a bunch of cell phones. Thankfully, my last name is 10 letters long, and they put my name in incorrectly. So I was able to, like, very obviously prove that it was identity theft, because that's not my goddamn name. Why did you even accept that at the cell phone store?
Yes, I think if you look at the information you have on file about me, you will understand that my name is not Slim Albuquerque.
And indeed it wasn't.
What are the odds?
It still took them months, but I had very obvious evidence to my innocence.
Yeah, I've worked for about 3 or 4 different banks. And yeah, these things either go incredibly quickly or they drag out for months.
Oh yeah. 2 different input discs that don't go together. Love it. Also, I found out I had my identity stolen when I was looking for an apartment. So I discovered that my credit rating was suddenly hundreds of points lower than I thought it was.
And for some reason, you own an entire apartment complex in Florida. That was the weird part.
Yep.
Never had my full ID stolen like that, but people keep trying to log into my account on Facebook and Twitter, and I'm like, I wouldn't bother. Have you seen the shit I post?
Yeah, there's nothing there.
No,
you don't want that.
No one's paying attention to that.
Oh. I think we need both key chips installed, and I only have one right now.
And key items don't run out of space anyway, so...
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's not giving me any options to do anything. So I need another key chip. I got another half of a DDK. Yep, there's DDKS. Can't do anything there. The alarm no longer goes off. So what did it accomplish?
That little green screen, the X-ray thing, kind of reminds me of Total Recall.
Interesting. Never seen it. You name a movie, I haven't seen it. Uh-oh. There's nothing else here, so... Aha! Ventilation.
Forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, easy to forget.
X-Men Legends and Ultimate Alliance were GOAT, even if I'm not the biggest Marvel buff. See, the funny thing is, my friends at the time were also really into it. I was the only one in the group who actually knew anything about Marvel comics beyond the obvious. So, one of the things about the games is that they've got quizzes that you can answer for, like, bonus experience and resources and stuff. So... every time they went to do one of those, it would just be like, okay, there's the controller, you sit and do that for me. It was like, on the one hand, I know you're kind of taking advantage of me, but on the other hand, I like feeling helpful.
Hooray, I'm useful.
Now it is Zoidberg's time to shine.
Yep.
There's a lot of booze on that shelf, huh?
It's the break room.
Yeah, because it's broken.
Place would still be working just fine if everyone wasn't a drunk.
Oh god, everything here happened literally because someone forgot to carry the one.
Yep.
Oh, someone was a Franz Kafka fan.
Yep. Dr. Kirk gets a name. Everyone else is just M and K and Ultra. There's Ultra.
I see what you did there. And then it's written by... just in case someone should accidentally inject you with poison. Jesus, settle down there, Putin.
Hey, a plug.
I've got quite a few of them now.
Yeah. I spent one of them, so I think I have two.
Looked like you had 3 there.
Maybe. Sometimes it'll give you a stack of plugs, like a single pickup will be worth multiple plugs. And it will just say, you got a plug. And then you'll go in your inventory and you'll have 4 new ones. A bed that stays cold while you sleep in it.
That seems like the opposite of what beds are supposed to do. Is it just me? Also, the way they've written that is you can use this to refresh yourself, and you don't. Like, can't use it to recover health? No.
Yeah,
Making it sound like a cat.
Be nice if that were a thing, because I just bled out. Didn't even realize I was bleeding.
Yeah,
there's blood
I
everywhere.
didn't notice.
Yep. Bunch of doors to check. And I have no way to bring my HP back up, tragically. Oh, maybe
Time
I
to
can
open
crack up
some-
one of these.
Yep.
Use the sort to see if we can free up any space. Yeah, freed up one slot. Good for us. I'll take a poison dart then. I think the poison dart actually kills an enemy, but over time.
Yeah. Poison darts are like the one of the strongest weapons you can get in the game, I think.
Yeah.
And I think if you boost it as well, then it can kill pretty much anything in just a few seconds. Which is why you never get any of them.
Basically. I spent a bunch of plugs to get any. Gale, is that you?
Swear to God, Gale, if you're in those vents.
Oh no. It's a discosaur. Is it gonna kill me? Go.
This is the worst disco dance ever.
Yeah.
You are not being taken to Funky Town.
Ask a lady's permission first. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Stabilizer design room. Well, I'm hemorrhaging blood, so...
Looks like there's a DDK disc there as well.
And a dinosaur. There goes my resuscitation. That's fine, though. Chow down. It's on me.
Oh my God, I'm so awkward. I just wanted to dance.
Nope. Breaks in again. That's possibly fine. Oh, this gun's powerful.
A lot of the guns in the Resident Evil games had secret crit multiplier, which increased the odds you had of blowing a zombie's head off or knocking down any of the heavier ones.
Yeah.
So the sight that you've got on there probably adds to that.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was really easy.
Yep. DDKW goes to the dock, I think. And we now have the entire key. We got 2 devices, but they're just models. They cannot be used. Do not have a planning disc. A lot of papers strewn about, which I refuse to read. That's Regina refusing to read them, thankfully. Means I don't have to read them. This one's...
I know I'm playing this game, but I simply refuse to take notice of anything that's being told to me.
Want every game to be on autopilot.
Money? Reading in this economy?
Yeah, we did initializer stabilizer puzzle at the very beginning of this stream.
Mm.
Lucky us. Add 0 to each of the split numbers. It will give you the pass numbers you'll need when obtaining the other 2 protective parts.
This game is way too in love with these kind of puzzles.
It really is. This whole facility was all about doing math homework. Get anywhere. Regina correctly assessed that this is a big monitor. Okay, I think we
There's
just
a big
came in for
monitor,
daytime.
and then there's the view screen on the bridge of the Starship Enterprise.
Yep,
And that's trended towards that.
this guy's back somehow. Yep. He rammed his head into the wall. think I used the last of my
Disappointed.
hemostat.
Get disappointed there wasn't a comedy clonk.
Yeah, true. Okay, we got slags. Wonderful.
The weekend begins now.
And we were told to go to the docks to, like, secure our exit. There's supposed to be a boat there. First thing we did when coming to B3 was decide to leave on the boat, because obviously the helicopter is not going to take us anywhere. It was Eden.
Duct tape, you could probably get it up and running again.
Don't spoil the ending.
Yeah, the final boss is just breaking into a huge warehouse filled with duct tape.
Yep.
Regina, I fixed it. You can open the shutters now.
And that glue that you got in high school.
Now we have access to laser grids.
It was literally a plot gate.
Yep. Oh, I died. I think I don't have any resuscitations, but I do have save states.
I fixed it.
Lucky me.
Open the shutters.
The final boss is a moving block puzzle. It's funny you should say that because the Saw games and the PS3 and 360 actually had boss puzzles. Only place I've ever seen that. No real boss fights.
I mean, the Saw games are 100% puzzles and garbage.
Oh no, they are absolutely atrocious, and I still 100%ed the first one. I don't know why.
Beautiful.
Regina, I fixed it. You can open the shutters.
Super Great Friend just started playing through the first one.
Yeah, that's what actually reminded me of it.
Yeah. They actually have a pretty dedicated speedrunning scene, both of them.
Remarkably so.
Yeah.
There was one of the, not GDQ, but one of the sort of like mini events that they run through the year.
Yeah, they're hot fixes.
Yeah, they did a couple of playthroughs of the first one, I think.
Yeah,
I was
one of the
like, I
guys from
understand.
one of the guys from the furry speedrunning community actually is like one of the world record holders in Saw.
It's like, I understand wanting to be the best in your chosen field at something, but could you not find a better field?
Probably not.
Just set your goals a little bit higher, maybe.
I mean, they do have decent speedruns, weirdly enough.
Yeah, if I remember from the one that I saw, there's no real glitches or anything, no out of bounds, so you need to do it legit. It is pretty much entirely pathic.
Yeah,
because the puzzles are very heavily randomized. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I consider them to be pretty good watches as speedruns go. I'm out of the good ammo. What else have I got? We got parabellums. 9mm on these final boss dinosaurs. That worked. But this ammo is inadequate.
On the plus side, that continue gave you all your health back, so...
Yep. Only got 3 left, though, and there's no way to recover them. Ever. So... I totally forget how these work.
can give you the answer right away if you want.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to, because
Waterway.
I know. Waterway?
Yeah,
That makes a certain amount of sense.
because I do not remember what it is either.
Yeah. This is for people who don't take months off between sessions.
No, I'm at that point where if I stop playing a game for more than like 6 to 8 months, I just restart it.
Yeah. There's definitely a certain appeal to doing that. Excellent.
Now the final boss is immigration. How does this code work? Very poorly.
Yeah, I forget there's a like letter and number replacements. You need to translate the numbers into letters and then eliminate the letters that you've translated, I think.
Regina.
Something like that, or it's like if there's a you know, like a 2 or a 3 in it, then you need to skip past that number of letters starting from the first vowel
Right.
in July or something like that.
Precisely.
Just obnoxiously difficult.
I've got a lizard riding on my tail. I'm heading to the main elevator right now. I'll meet it at the ground level. Hurry!
Huh. Sounds like we're not the only ones having problems.
I'm glad you're amused. But if that guy gets eaten... we're going
Regina, a man just
deep
died.
into the
Have some decorum.
You've got to save him.
God, this is why you don't get invited to the special agent parties, Regina.
Backtracking time.
Yay!
You know, you're making progress in Dino Crisis when they tell you to stop making progress and go back to the beginning.
Wow, that panel there looks like a really big 1990s computer.
Yeah, now that you mention it, those all look like they look like CD trays.
Yeah, just like 30 drive bays. I used to have one of those, a tower system. Swear to God, it was about a meter tall. Huge thing. Really good for storing additional hard drives, though, which I did. I had about a terabyte in my PC when most people still only had about 250 gig.
Nice.
Not going to say it was entirely for piracy, mainly because I don't know who's listening.
It's true. If you're a cop and you're watching this, you have to tell me.
That's the rule.
Yep. I think this is a different kind of chaotic climax music from the one we heard at the beginning of the stream. I have no way to get past this guy.
Kind of hard to tell since it all sounds the same.
Yeah. It all sounds like a Casio getting stomped.
Yeah, like a drum machine having a seizure.
Yep. Gotta trust the slags. I have like no ammo left. This is getting dire. Okay, that'll do. Couldn't squeeze past 2 of them, but 1. All the room in the world. Did you just get another plug? There might be a way to access the red thing.
One of the ones that we passed, which was a red one, I don't remember which, but it said it required 3.
Yeah. Oh. Don't want to hit
Make
start
me
to
go
go to
1.
the pause menu. I have
Yeah.
1. Yeah, that's woefully inadequate. Because it's already too late. Who's in the elevator?
Oh my god, bear is an elevator. How can this be? Bullshit. That thing cannot press buttons.
Yep. Didn't even hold the door. What a dick. Oh, he's dead.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
A little bit.
Now go up and stab it in the eyes.
Yeah, there's our chance, Regina. Take out your revenge. Nope, it's unconscious. Still alive.
You have a poison dart. Put it in the mouth and kick very hard.
Yep. Nope, Regina, she's honorable. If she's going to kill this T-Rex, it has to be while the T-Rex is capable of killing her back.
No honor amongst dinosaurs. I reject that notion.
See, this is why you're not a protagonist in Dino Crisis.
Just handing me a slip of paper that says rejected due to being too pragmatic.
Yep. Too efficient. Get out. Oh, you would solve the crane puzzle in fewer than 100 moves? Unacceptable.
We were going to have you make a bit part, but we were afraid that you would just make the story not happen if we did.
I think I need this thing again. Yeah, we steal this battery back.
Oh, okay. Wasn't it the red one that we took initially?
No, I thought that as well. It was the white one.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought it should be the red one. But we just took the white one automatically, and it solved everything. So let's put it back.
Probably one of those things as well, like, for some reason, because of the way the polygons were aligned, stuff like red would wind up looking vaguely reddish at the outside.
Yeah. Where's our battery? Oh, there it is. I don't know the order yet. This should be the order. Red, blue, green, white.
Blue, green, white.
Yeah. So those are perfect and always will be. That was probably not a good plan. It's getting worse. Oh.
No.
And I'm hammering buttons to try and correct my mistake, and in the process making worse mistakes.
Hit D.
Oh, and then C. Yeah. And then D again. Right? That was pretty correct. I think we hit this. Yeah. Install all the batteries. Turn on the backup generator. And reactivate the T-Rex. We've powered up the T-Rex again, I assume.
T-Rexes work on wireless charging.
They're so far ahead of their time in the Jurassic era. Still alive. Perhaps it always will be.
Seriously, bayonet, eyes, do it.
And the best part is that, like, could be another T-Rex. There's no reason to have that specific T-Rex come back as a boss fight later. But no. Okay.
I mean, we've got the T-Rex, and then we've got the Super T-Rex.
This is another DDK.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I honestly thought there were only 2 left in the game, but there's a third one.
Okay, at this point, they're just breeding.
Yep. Must be. These corpses might have plugs on them. Nope, they're just torn apart by T-Rexes. Can't use that again. We are officially stuck in the basement forever. And what's your deal? He's got the plug.
Hey.
Only one, though.
Nothing left but organs.
Hey.
And not many of them.
Yep. Only the gross ones. The delicious ones all gone. A weird story, but one of the trans people I follow was at a bar, and a woman came up and bummed the cig off her and said, your skin is gorgeous, how does it get so nice? And she said, HRT, so estrogen, and she didn't really know what to expect. The last thing she expected was, I want to eat your skin, but that's what she got. My response was,
really...
I'd rather be a cannibal than a turf any day.
True.
Yeah.
Were they going to the same bars that Jeffrey Dahmer went to, perchance?
Quite possibly.
Because I can tell you a few stories about those places. And that's what happens when you go on a blind date with Buffalo Bill.
We can now manipulate the laser grid so as to get into this area.
Hey.
I'm in. Haven't used the grenade bullets for anything. Ooh, plug though. It's a third plug.
I know that there's upgrade parts for the grenade launcher somewhere around here, but I think all it really does is improve the speed of your reload. Ooh.
More plugs. It's plug storage. Yeah, the grenade gun is terrible. It seems like it could use an upgrade, but if it just makes the reload faster, that's not really going to help. Since I don't have much else. Didn't work.
Oh well.
It's super hard to equip your ammunition.
Yeah, there's also upgraded grenade rounds that we can get later on.
Yep. And it was reasonably effective compared to some other weapons I've tried. I still don't have level A access, so I can't do anything here. I think we're a very, very long way away from getting level A access. I don't think I was supposed to come here at all.
I'm really just more of a bonus area.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I was doing so well, too.
Yeah, beefed it.
Yep. Well, let's go around. Or ring around the rosy.
Been a recurring theme in this stream.
It really has been. At least I can open up this. And get more grenade bullets, heat bullets.
Yeah,
Or the
that's
grenade
the best ammo you can get in the game.
Nice.
Stands for high explosive anti-tank.
Ah. I thought they were just abnormally hot bullets.
Lava rounds. Like slag bullets, but better.
Perfect. Just enough room for the SG bullets. That's bullets for your shotgun.
So every time we say that, some guy in Texas winces and doesn't know why. It's like, I feel a disturbance in the force, and I'm really pissed off.
Gotta go all the way around. So just leave random shipping containers in the middle of the floor.
I do you want it done quick, or do you want it done right?
Apparently neither.
Yeah, well, government work, what do you expect?
Uh-oh. Not sure why I whiffed that first shot. He was wide open. Probably shouldn't mess around with that too much more.
I don't think that's how heat works. If you're talking about anti-tank rounds, it's usually a solid bullet about the size of a ketchup bottle to pierce a tank armor. And then they hope that the round either fragments inside or the vacuum caused by it going through the tank liquefies the crew and they get sucked out like, again, a horrible ketchup bottle.
It's good that they have a plan.
Not a very good one, just a plan.
Yep. I think I opened this one before, but I also looted it. Wait, that's... Yeah, I'm moving away from where I want to go. I want to go to the dock. Like, obviously.
Think fast.
Died. Yup. Got his head clean off.
What is that?
I saw something like this in Kirk's...
Right, it's an anomaly from Voyager.
This could be a problem.
This vortex must be the side effect of the third energy experiment. So how are we supposed to get around this thing?
Either we find a way or we both end up as dino droppings.
Not funny. Okay, I'll pull up any relevant data on the computer. Regina, you search around for any possible clues or leads.
As usual, we gotta do everything. Okay.
Why are you so nervous? As long as they're not coins, they should be okay.
You arbitrarily got DDKS, you're right.
She's literally rubbing her face against it and everything's fine and dandy.
It's anti-piracy software. You can take through anything besides gold doubloons.
Don't copy that, DDK.
Oh, we got another DDK ready to go. Which goes nearby, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think there was a DDK door somewhere around here.
Yeah, was it back up the stairs? I guess we'll find out, because there's only one exit to this room. Either it takes us through where the DDK goes, or it doesn't. It's perfectly binary. Love your doorway animations. Stop showing them to me.
The rapid sound of her running upstairs reminds me of XCOM, the original XCOM, when you put everything into fast forward and you just hear the footsteps.
I think we
There'll be
also
one person out there who knows exactly what I mean.
almost certainly. This is the right sort of game to appeal to people who know such ridiculous stuff.
Hello.
There we go.
Did you put the other one in there as well?
Yeah, a long time ago. I don't have a key chip code.
Pringles.
I think code is on the key chip itself. Let me see.
Oh, are they doing that again?
Yeah, that was the case the first time. Maybe it's the case again.
I think one of them had a code on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0392. Perfect. Yep. So you gotta manually select them from the menu. It's like 50-50 that keys will be used automatically when you go to where keys ought to be used. Perfect. Now, do a little DNA puzzle.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Let
So
the
we need-
hackeration begin.
Yeah, this one needs to be all blank, and this one needs to be all white on top of all red. Which means we have the ability to swap between. That's how that works. I didn't mean to do that the way that I did it. Let's undo some of that. I don't know for a fact that this is the most efficient way to do anything. In fact, I guarantee that it isn't. It's my promise.
And that's our promise to you,
Yep.
the customer.
This one's actually disturbingly close to theoretically
wait,
being
you can
done.
just swap it over with the... Yeah.
And then if I... Nope, get back there. Switch this thing, and then if I take this and put it on top, you're done.
Hey.
That was actually pretty close to the most efficient way you could possibly have done that.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
It was also really easy for such a late game puzzle.
Yeah. It's like twice as hard as the one we did earlier, because that one was only one DNA strand that you had to mix, and yeah, this one was two.
Reminds me of the Towers of Hanoi puzzle.
Right.
There was something I was playing recently that was like, okay, we've got one of these puzzles in it. We can do it for you automatically, or you can do it yourself for greater rewards. And I was just like, step aside, I got this.
Nice.
I'm probably the only person who doesn't hate Towers of Hanoi puzzles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, any normal person would throw that idea in the trash. Clearly, sliding puzzles are your limit.
We both know that I am far from normal, my friend.
True. Saturday Baby, Night Fever. Clearly, that's the code. Oh, wait, this is eliminate those columns. So, like, S-T-A. B. Stab.
Which one is this? Is this DDKD?
No, it's EDKS.
S.
Yeah. And I'm clearly thinking of a different solution because the solution I just came up with was Stab Eliza. I don't think that's correct.
You're not too far off.
Stabilizer.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was going to say, it's something that we've encountered recently.
I did know how to solve these.
Yeah.
More or less. This is like the easiest cipher though. Because it's just like eliminate rows or columns.
Yeah.
It used to actually be like translate numbers into letters and eliminate certain letters based on what you translated.
I think it also doesn't help that whenever you see the more complex ones, all you see is an entire wall of numbers and letters, and your brain just goes, nope.
Exactly, yeah.
I know that's exactly what I do. I just see something like that, and I'm like, nope, this is entirely too difficult for me to be bothering with right now.
Yep. They rely on you not believing in yourself.
Sterilization is effective while in facility.
Confidence crisis. I don't know what
Denial
that
crisis.
column just did. What did that tube just do?
I don't know, but all I was thinking was this is like one big load of slime away from being from turning into a really different type of game.
Okay, last DDK, I think. We're missing one piece still.
Yeah.
But I think the next piece is like in this next room, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out. No, we've been in this room because the door has been unlocked. So this is backtracking. In fact, I recognize this room now. That's actually a nice shortcut because we needed to explore more in that room because the laser grid used to be locked and isn't anymore. So I think getting in there requires level A access. So we can't do anything in here until we have level A. So I do gotta go back. Screw around with the laser grids. That one. Uh-oh. The prettiest dinosaurs, but also ones I don't want to mess around with.
Those dinosaurs are so goth.
Yep. Pastel goth. Hey, DDK right in my face. Big D. I'll take it. Oh.
So yeah, I was gonna say. Also, it sounds like you've got company.
Yep. He appears to be eating. I won't bother him. Oh, this is the other side of the room I was just in. Really, there's more I gotta do in here. Rarely works.
1281.
Interesting. I think this is a shotgun upgrade.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there is a file somewhere in this room that will tell you that, but...
I forget what that does, but it's better. A shotgun's better.
Probably more... If it's an extended barrel, it's probably more power.
Nice. Definitely need that, because I have so little ammo. Game just does not give you ammo. There's some ammo. Probably. Excuse me. Plug.
And that works.
Plugs do lead to ammo. Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
I wanted a peanut.
Did not get a good look at what he was eating.
I don't even think you could tell, just with the camera angles.
You might be right. Have any healing items?
Yes.
Resuscitation.
You should have a med pack. Yeah. There you go.
Good call. Now, where does this... Doesn't this DDK go nearby? Yeah, it goes one room back. It's a dangerous room. But right back here. Hopefully they won't go through this door. Sometimes they don't go through the doors. Often they do. They've opted not to go through that particular door. There's where it goes. GF. I've no clue. This is breaking the rules that I had established moments ago.
Just about to say that. Now, if the code was TFW.
If only. Let's see. So, I mean, G and F would be...
Okay. Knowing what it is, I see how to get it now. It's, I can give you the hint if you want.
Sure.
Numbers to letters, cipher.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it should be like 6 and 7, right? That's G and F.
G, yeah. 7 and 6.
Right. In that order.
And you'll probably get it after the first few letters.
Ugh. Oh.
Yeah, now you get it?
I think so. Yep, there's 15 again. Doctor. Kirk?
Yep.
Perfect. I don't see how the remaining 6 digits translate to Kirk, if I'm being honest. That's not for me to know. Dr. Bud is a good guess in chat. Sev312 should work at Capcom. Number 0392 is inscribed. We have a key card that says that as well. What are the odds? That's the one. Let's see. I guess that means nothing is written on this one. So we put keycard number nothing in there. Since we programmed them both. For precisely this reason. Okay. This is exactly as far as I played when I was practicing this in preparation for the stream months ago.
Oh man, this is from Metal Gear Solid.
Rick, I've located the main generator.
This is where we put in the PAL key.
Oh god, you're right. Someone call the Yogscast and have one of them figure out a skip. Which is exactly what happened for Metal Gear Solid speedrunners. A podcaster was doing a casual playthrough and stumbled upon a skip for that exact key. Cut it like 20 minutes off the speedrun.
There's actually, I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the GDQ VODs I was watching. And the guy who was speedrunning said, yeah, someone just came on it was Dillbleed.
Right.
Said, yeah, someone was watching it and left a message for me on YouTube saying, yeah, I just randomly discovered this skip. Any use to you? And he's like, yeah, it saves like 5 minutes on the run.
Yeah, that's the one where you can like stand on a bed and then go through the wall somehow.
Yep. I need to watch Super Great Friends playthrough of that again. That was amazing.
Yeah, I should, because like no one else ever plays that game thoroughly. So there is probably footage in that video that is not anywhere else on YouTube. Or in that LP series. Probably a bunch of stuff no one has ever seen since. Outside of those videos. I'm not allowed to climb these stairs, but there's a spinning box over there. How am I to get the spinning box?
Why put the delicious candy in front of us if not for eat?
So yeah, this is a puzzle right here. Like I said, this is as far as I played. So I don't know the solution to the puzzle.
Yeah, this might take a while.
Yep, quite possibly. I think I should probably end this segment here.
Yeah.
Did meet a new character, but she's dying. Let's help her along.
It was a mercy kill.
Yep. We got a new map. That's a good sign. That means we basically have entered a new level. Welcome back to Dino Crisis for the last time, hopefully. Not that I haven't enjoyed it, but it's a pretty long game, and we are ready to conclude it.
Yeah, at this point, we're just sitting there like, end!
Not that frustrated with it, but I'm mildly frustrated with it. Especially this big room that we found ourselves in.
Less frustrating, more, we could have ended this like 3 or 4 times over.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still certain that immediately after you have the T-Rex destroy the helicopter, that's supposed to be like a fake-out ending.
Yeah.
Because it's got that big pre-rendered cutscene. It seems like they're driving at a fake-out ending.
I mean, it's basically the ending of the original Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Helicopter comes by, Tyrant pops up, fight on a rooftop, rocket launcher, boom, go home, time for tea.
Yep. Or as we say in America, get ready to chug a monster.
Funnily enough, it's exactly what I've got in front of me.
Oh, glorious. I'm actually jealous. I have a permanent hankering for that stuff. I am a severe addict.
Oh, yeah. There was well, I wouldn't exactly say friend, but an acquaintance on Facebook was, New Year was going on a big thing about how she was giving up all caffeine and all kinds of stimulants for New Year, and oh, it's been 2 days and she already feels great. And I was like, 2 days without caffeine, I would be begging for death.
Yeah, seriously, like, we are literally addicted to caffeine, and we would actually have withdrawal symptoms.
No, I remember I tried to give up caffeine a few years ago, and the headache that I got literally made me throw up.
Yeah.
I was like, this is not good on multiple levels. But
So you're much more addicted than I am, which is impressive.
in fairness, I think I might have, it might have been food poisoning. Because I'd also had a very dodgy microwave ready meal. So I don't know if that was also to blame.
Probably contributing.
It probably did not help, no.
Yeah. So this is a ridiculously important memo. That is Dr. Kirk's employee ID 31415. We need that to reprogram our ID card to steal Kirk's identity, but we also need his fingerprint data. However, this also talked about, let me bring that back up. They didn't trust Dr. Kirk and they're working against him, many of the scientists. So they put a recording device in his meeting room. They're basically wiretapping him. So we need to find that wiretap for additional information to progress.
Wow, I would say the paranoia was out of control if it wasn't entirely justified by the last 4 hours of gameplay.
No kidding. Dr. Kirk actually is ridiculously dangerous. We're going to find out how dangerous he is. He's a much worse man than we've even seen so far. We've seen the tip of the iceberg. And this is our puzzle hint for the area. Do all these things in this order. It is essentially worthless to us because doing those things requires 100 sub-steps each.
Oh, jeez.
So we're going to forget what that memo says by the time we have made any progress.
Well, we could take this step by step, or, hear me out on this, we could wing it.
I like winging it.
I mean, I'm not dead yet.
Error. Preparation procedure incomplete. Announcement. Power for generator is disconnected.
The Mishima Corporation does not approve.
Yep. Here's another thing that I missed back in this room with the dying lady, who doesn't have fingerprints. I tried to take her fingerprints. The game will not allow it.
That was Dr. Kirk when I saw her.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing. I was like,
because he's blonde with sort of, ear-length hair.
Yeah, I was just practicing this earlier today, and I got this memo, and I was like, okay, we got Dr. Kirk's number, finally. We just need his fingerprint data. Where the hell am I going to get that? Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
That is exactly what I thought. But no, it's going to be much more convoluted.
I would not be surprised if they actually put in a blonde female model there just to fuck with the player.
Quite possibly, yeah. Now we got one of these, which I missed last time.
Hampton boy in chat saying, that's Kirk's twin sister. I feel sorry for her.
That makes what's about to happen to her very dark. No spoilers or anything.
Not any spoilers, but she's gonna die.
A little bit. That's the slightest bit.
Right, this is a PS1 era Resident Evil style game. I assume the self-destruct is a formality.
There we go. I knew this one was a lot easier than the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's already dying, and things aren't going to get better for her.
We're gonna kill her ghost.
Should have put her out of her misery ourselves.
Ghost is just gonna come out.
Yeah. So we solved that circuit. Now we can manipulate the terminal. There's no better way to say that.
It's really funny because I've been playing the Batman Arkham games recently, and the spectrograph analysis thingy, whatever it's called, requires you manipulating a sort of sine wave.
This time it's all for show.
Hampton Boys Secret Corporation's standard procedure always puts a self-destruct on page 4 of the company's memo.
Yep.
We always used to joke back in the day that if the Umbrella Corporation was really serious about killing the protagonists, they would just put them in an undersea base with no self-destruct. They wouldn't be able to get out, because they always wind up using the escape procedure.
My God, who could have seen this coming? She was full of chocolate.
Well, she's a secret Easter bunny.
This really is the worst blood texture in the entire game.
Okay, now it's serious. The dinosaurs have guns.
1281. Fair enough. She started screwing around with this data terminal.
Was she doing it literally while we were out the room and then we came back in? She slumped back in the corner like she's in fucking Toy Story?
Yeah, I mean, hilariously, it has been seconds. You walked across the room, played with the panel, wrote down a secret number, and in the process got shot even more badly.
Like 4 times by the amount of blood alone.
Yeah. Just to make it clear, she was shot. Who could have done such a thing? There they go. Detective Regina's on the case. Suddenly it's a murder mystery.
Someone would get fired if they forgot the self-destruct. Also, dinosaurs with guns would make a Jurassic Park sequel more interesting.
Couldn't agree more with that.
The last one any less boring.
Yeah.
Or any more boring.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get to a point where I'm enjoying movies that are only 90 minutes more. Every film is like 2-3 hours these days, and it's a bit much.
Yeah. In Jurassic Park 5, Gunnosaurs. That's all they need to say.
Your precious creation.
That was kind of like the Spitters, really.
Yep.
Like prototype squirt guns.
You seem to have a small.
Get in that Sharknado fandom.
It's too bad that it is wasted on one who is about to die.
He was just about to shoot us.
Rick, our target has been secured. Report here immediately. Sorry to interrupt your lecture.
Personally, I also kinda hate cinema as a medium.
Yes, I was.
I've been watching a lot of really old, like 70s and 80s exploitation movies lately, just because they are so terrible. It's great.
Intentionally terrible in many cases.
To an alternate
Just really old action and kung fu and horror movies.
It was
Trash cinema.
Yeah.
To put it in terms that even you can understand.
Stuff Grindhouse is making fun of.
Yep. There's a whole thing of people making compilations of old trailers. And I'm just sitting there completely enraptured with all these films being like, need to watch that one, need to watch that one.
We're occupying the space this facility is located on almost 65 million years ago.
Right. So that's how those dinosaurs appeared in our time.
Yeah, they explained why dinosaurs exist.
is what
I missed most of it, and it was probably pseudoscience bullshit anyway.
Before you made this discovery.
Basically just punched a hole through space-time to when dinosaurs were alive, and they sort of walked through the hole.
There were many extraordinary deaths for ordinary men, don't you think?
Spoken like a true devil.
A god or a devil? I don't care about that. Only my experiment.
Enough.
I'm a scientific agnostic.
Your grand invention is blocking our escape.
You need to destroy the vortex. The only way to do that is to allow the generator's third energy levels to overload. Theoretically speaking, the third energy and the vortex will cancel each other out if they come in contact with one another. But there is one small catch.
Like putting too much air in a balloon.
Generator's third energy
And then something bad happens.
region may be shifted to another point in the space-time.
Yep, something bad happens.
Then we'll just make sure to be somewhere else when the shift happens. No problem.
But we couldn't even activate the device.
You're missing the initializer and stabilizer, right?
Where are they?
Calm down. They should
Give us a stabilizer, nerd.
security level A rooms on floor B3.
We know you've got it sellotaped to your back.
Good.
Now you understand our situation. We live, you live.
Better hope he's not suicidal.
He seems pretty solipsistic. Level A clearance. We can now go literally anywhere.
Hey.
Except for things that require ID cards.
And fingerprints.
Yeah, but we also have Dr. Kirk locked up. We're gonna go take his fingerprints.
I'll keep an
Picky
eye on the
sands.
doctor.
Yeah.
Regina, you go find those devices and overload the third energy. Remember, they're in a security level A room on floor B3.
Hold up. That whole floor is crawling with dinosaurs, including that T-Rex. Let's get this situation under control before charging off. Here, take this. The disk contains the draft plans for the initializer and stabilizer. I stumbled over them while searching through the database. Fortunately, the room where the parts are stored is not far from here. We should gather up the parts and assemble the devices.
Don't be ridiculous. Regina doesn't have the technical knowledge for that. We don't even know if all the right parts are there. We'd be better off simply trying to hunt down the completed devices.
It's too dangerous down there. She won't make it.
It's your call then, Regina. You're the one who has to do this. So what's your choice?
So, floor B3 has the initializer and the stabilizer already built and ready to be grabbed, and 1,000,000 dinosaurs. The floor we're already on has 6 separate pieces that can be assembled into the initializer and stabilizer if we explore the entire floor. This one involves a bunch of minigames, so I'm going to take it. I think it's better to show off.
Hope you know what you're doing.
The other one is just combat.
I mean, we've seen plenty of dinosaur murder before now.
Exactly. It takes so much ammo to kill dinosaurs, and they're everywhere.
Yeah, so that's the problem. Like, the combat in Dino Crisis 1 just is not fun.
It's brutal.
Regina doesn't have the technical know-how to do so. Basically, ignore all of the technical stuff she had to do to get here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gail's just going to pose menacingly with a shotgun.
He really is.
Say that's
Kirk's going to try and be smug.
His aim is impeccable.
Yeah, that's true.
No waver whatsoever.
Snipe that gun right out of the blonde guy's hands. And now, we take his fingerprints in a very suggestive manner.
I'd say phrasing, but this isn't text, so framing.
We're going for finger 11 here. Give it up.
It's the third pinky. So I'll just get out of the way then. think it's awkward enough, so I'm just gonna skedaddle.
So we can now forge Dr. Kirk's identity, which will give us access to the few remaining rooms that we don't currently have access to. The hell else can we do? Is this the memo that tells us what we need to know? There are multiple copies of a memo that will tell us exactly where we need to go for all the parts. So, design room, experiment room, parts storage room. Each of those rooms has some number of parts that we require. Only the map was labeled to tell us where any of those rooms were.
I mean, why would they want to make things easy?
No kidding.
Quality of life didn't show up in games until the PS2.
We've made it this far. Clearly, we can deal with monumental amounts of bullshit.
Let's go, dinos.
Yep. Nice try. Part storage. Gonna have access to our first parts already. Couldn't get in here before. Now we have A-level clearance.
You're just throwing documents at us now, huh?
Oh yeah. That document is identical to the one we just read in Dr. Kirk's office. It is a reminder of what we learned over there.
That's actually... Oh, wait. Oh, everything that you read is stored in a files section of your inventory anyway, so...
Is it?
I think it is.
Not that I can find.
Ah, okay. It's... You know, they have that in pretty much every Resident Evil game, so I'm surprised it's not in here.
Yeah, I kind of expected that quality of life feature, but despite this game being from 1999, long after most of the other Resident Evils,
they went out of their way to make things harder for you.
Yeah, seriously. And they succeeded. Okay, this is the wiretap. This is where they spied in on Dr. Kirk's secret plans.
They hid it behind some shelves.
Yep, the biggest set of shelves we've seen so far, completely rock solid.
Yeah,
There's
basically
no way
like
that would get any audio.
More like a cross between a wardrobe and a safe.
Yeah, really. Honestly, the first time I saw it, it stood out as something that should be able to be moved, but it looks so huge. It's so much larger than all the other shelving units, it doesn't feel like it should be able to be moved. But it must be moved.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that in other games. It's like, this is a power generator, or...
Yeah.
It functions perfectly under nominal conditions, but it's still a problem under certain conditions. Look, with the generous budget, personnel, and facilities at your disposal, shouldn't you be able to solve that problem? Once complete control can be established, we will literally have the power of a god at our disposal.
Oh no, he's talking about becoming a god. This isn't good.
Never a good sign, indeed.
Power of a god. How could I refuse?
So, those beeping sounds at the end of the conversation, those are the password that we need.
Was he playing around with his phone at the end of that? Or...
That is...
Speaking of PS2, why was that the last decent Sony system? I don't know, I've had the pretty much every Sony system up to the PS5, and I've had fun with them all.
The PS3 is atrocious. It's literally the worst system I've ever owned on a technical level. And the game library isn't great, but I do like the PS3. I just wish it was not horrible. I just got a PS4. That seems pretty solid, and I have no idea what the PS5 is all about.
PS5 has backwards compatibility for the PS4, so I just replaced my PS4 with one, which is great.
Yeah, that's a pretty good system.
They were originally planning to have full backwards compatibility back
Through all the consoles, yeah, all the way back to PS1.
people have wanted for years.
Yeah, that would have been great.
But they compromised and just put in PS4, which is a real
Yeah,
pain.
they had done PS3 specifically. That would have been the best possible choice because PS3, as a console, didn't serve PS3 games very well. It was the worst platform to play PS3 games on, but it was the also only platform you could play them on.
Yep. I had a 360 for about 2-3 years before I got a PS3. And I was, when I moved house, I was taking all my games out of storage. And I was like, okay, this is weird. I've got like 2 or 3 times as many 2 or 3 times as many 360 games as I have PS3 games. Why is that? I was like, oh, these are all system exclusives. I played every multi-format game on the 360 already.
And they're always better on the 360.
Pretty much.
So, we heard the little Simon beeps sequence in the recorded audio. These are those beeps. We need to match the beeps that we heard to the beeps that every button makes. And we can't, like, just click the buttons that we want. We have to go through this weird grid.
It's you can only press whichever nearest neighbor is available.
Yeah, the glowing lines represent the directions that we can move. So I can go up to the 0, the 2, or the 6, or the 1 from where I am right now, but I cannot move through a space that has been clicked before. So now I cannot go back to the 3.
That's needlessly complex.
Yep. There it is.
Hey!
It's actually pretty simple. I kind of like that puzzle, but the first time I heard the sequence and then I walked over to the computer to punch in the code, I was like, you are kidding me. It's very, very intimidating, but actually pretty manageable. And we get our first
jar
pieces. Yep, a big jar and a flashlight.
A lava lamp.
You went classy with it.
I just thought, low-hanging fruit.
Well, that's why I need you around.
One of us has to class this stream up, god damn it, and it ain't
No
gonna be
kidding.
me.
Okay, so this has the computer that we can use to reprogram ID cards. And it's right next door to where we just needed to be. Lucky us. Slap the ID card in there, which is right here. Fortunately, Dr. Kirk's code is extremely easy to remember.
31415.
Yeah, I just remember 3, 4, 5, and then I put 1s in between each number.
Yeah.
And we'll never forget the moment we got his fingerprint data.
It was terrible for everyone.
Yep.
You think the system would flag up the fact that one person is now registered to like half a dozen key cards, right?
Yeah, for how obsessed with security they are. Because one of their guys is a madman.
One of their guys literally has visions of godhood.
Yep. They make a lot of mistakes in security. Yep. Also, speaking of that guy, remember the last DDK? The answer was Dr. Kirk.
Yes.
The clue was GF. But the hint for the clue was to eliminate G and F. So no GF was the clue. And the answer was Dr. Kirk. So Dr. Kirk is the embodiment of no GF.
TFW and God Complex.
There's actually, before I go too far, I'm gonna head back to Dr. Kirk. No, wait, I'll get another chance. Never mind, it's gonna teleport me back to Dr. Kirk fairly soon. Although I think there's a cutscene when I do.
With the card a couple of times.
I oughta. There's a memo that I missed on his desk where he talks about how the disaster with the third energy showed him its potential use as a weapon. So the reason he has created the stabilizer is so that he can basically focus the explosion caused by the third energy being used improperly to kill people.
There's some poor general who has to explain, no, when we say we're going to bomb them back to the Stone Age, we didn't mean it literally.
Yep. It also explains that the way the third energy malfunction works is that it disintegrates the air around it in a chain reaction.
Not even remotely a thing. They thought it was going to be a thing when they were first creating the nuclear bombs back in the day. They thought that there was a chance that it could ignite the hydrogen in the atmosphere and just murder everyone.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
And then they decided, well, better us than the Germans.
Yep. They legitimately thought, with very bad science, that they could blow up the entire atmosphere of the Earth with one nuclear explosion.
Just in case you think the military has your back on anything.
Seriously. So, this puzzle I don't know the answer to. There's a memo on the desk that I'll show in a minute here that gives you a clue as to how to get this number. But it involves the acquisition of a different number that I don't know what it is or how to get it. So, I've got the FAQ open, and the FAQ also doesn't explain how to get this number. So whatever. We are literally cheating right now. This was the one part of this entire game that I can't figure out, and I cannot explain it backwards. It's just nonsense.
We have been replaying the two Persona 2 games recently on the PSP. And there's a code that you can enter to get a secret Persona. By typing in, someone asks you to type in like your fondest wish or something. And if you type in Hastur come forth, you unlock Hastur as a secret Persona. Thing is, it's been like 20 years and no one's really sure where that information came from.
Yeah, wow.
Just, they know that's the code.
Yep. The solution is data mining.
Based. Well, again, this was like 20 years ago. That really wasn't a thing.
True, yeah. The solution is buy the latest issue of EGM.
Pretty much.
They tell you. This is, yeah, they've got the pieces here, and if you split the numbers that you use when obtaining the core parts and add 0 to each of the split numbers, they will give you the pass numbers you'll need when obtaining the other two protective parts. That is our clue to type in what we just typed in.
I cannot even remember what day it is most of the time. If this is beyond my ken.
Yeah, that was incoherent. I assume that was bad translation because that was bad grammar on top of everything else. Yeah. But that's why each of these codes for typing in start with 0, because you add 0 to each of the parts. And the last one is 0367.
One of the codes in, I think it's Silent Hill 3 infamously had a really bad translation.
Right.
Or the information that it's you've got a keypad and the clue that you're given is a poem describing mutilating someone's face.
Yeah.
But
and slowly eating it.
Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it got flipped.
Yeah. and people still like worked out logic because it's a poem, and they interpret it in a different way that still makes sense, but is a huge stretch and is much more difficult than what the developers ever intended.
Yeah, I think the fact that it was actually, incorrect, the clue that you were given was incorrect. I think that only came out like 5 years ago or so.
I think it was much more recent than that. Voidburger had the translator on, and she explained that the translation that she gave to the people to put in the game was different from the solution, and they did not correct it. So I'm pretty sure that's when it finally was understood, which might have been 5 years ago. It was pretty recent, though.
Either way, like, the game's, coming up on 20 odd years old?
Oh, yeah.
Relatively recently. People have been working this shit out practically blind incorrectly for years.
Yep. It's only the last digit, so you can sort of brute force that last one if you want to press the same combo 10 times in a row.
Plus, it's only on hard puzzle difficulty.
Yeah, exactly.
People will play on normal or easy. So
yeah. Hard puzzle difficulty is legitimately impossibly hard, especially in Silent Hill 3.
Oh, yeah. That game is masochistic on hard difficulty.
Yep.
Did this game ever get remade? No, none of the Dino Crisis games have ever been remade. The franchise is pretty much dead at the moment. We got Dino Crisis 3 on the original Xbox, and that was the last we ever saw of it. With the exception of stuff like Project Cross Zone and Namco Cross Capcom, where Regina keeps making guest appearances.
Oh, we see that
like, I
they
remember
dredge
her.
pretty deep.
No one else does. Been 20 years.
They dig pretty deep in those games.
Oh yeah, it's great, the deep cuts that they pull out.
Also, hey, we got all 6 parts. Here's the machine that assembles them.
Specific order, or is it just put them all in?
So we put one part of the machine. Any part will do. And it says you want to assemble them. It takes you to a minigame.
Okay, it's the former.
Yeah. This is a 0G environment. It's supposed to represent that much anyway. Where there's no friction. So the things don't explode as you're putting them together.
With a lot of leeway.
We'll see. We will see. The leeway. For the last piece, the controls get super twitchy. And... no, I didn't get it.
Oh!
Yeah. Now, when you get to the last piece, the thing never stops moving. And any touch of the D-pad spins it like 90, 95 degrees. Just a huge distance. So every other piece, precise controls that work just fine. The final piece, and only the final piece, has absolutely no friction. So it just spins wildly.
I love it when they do that.
Yeah, it's super weird. And it totally catches you off guard.
And the pieces are coming in at random angles as well.
Yep, that's for sure. It's all about the green line. You gotta line up the green line so that it covers the majority of the thing that it is trying to lock into.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I get the final piece this time. The direction that it comes from is a big determiner of how feasible it will even be. That's not a good direction. And it's so slow, and I got it.
Oh!
I was a little lucky. That was like timing based. If it had arrived a little slower or a little faster, that would have bounced off again.
Yeah, it seems like you just need to start moving it right before it connects.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. And pray. Pray to science. Sev showed up just at the end of a puzzle that was so many steps that I could not possibly hope to explain them all. We entered a Simon audio code and a series of numbers that we literally don't know how we got them.
Just blame it on 90s Capcom and be done with it.
Basically, yeah.
That shit made no sense except to slow you down.
Yep. So that was pretty much the most complicated puzzle in the entire game, unless you count the entirety of the activation of the generator as a single puzzle, because that includes this thing.
Or the DDK doors. Some of them are really nasty.
Some of the DDK doors are indeed bullshit.
That was probably the most involved.
I'm gonna wait for a dinosaur to bounce off of this laser grid. Oh, he's eating something. Maybe we can sneak around him while he's eating. Nope. He was right around the camera change. That's brilliant use of in-game mechanics, I'll say. Okay, he's dead.
I think you dropped your gun.
Did I? Oh, shit. Where'd it go? There it is. Fortunately, with the camera change, it would have been difficult to miss that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dino was just like making chomping sounds off screen at nothing.
Just enjoying some gatto over here. Very nice.
Well, since I'm staring directly at you, but the camera isn't pointed at you, I have no reason to doubt the statement you're making right now.
Oh, yes, come over and get some. Very filling. It's not meat flavored or anything.
Alright, I think we are where we want to be. Sort of. We still need to take our stabilizer and whatever else it is.
This is the room with the big wibbly?
Possibly. I trust the shotgun more than any other gun in this game.
Just let you down the least.
Yeah. I also think I missed an important piece of the grenade gun.
Yeah, there's I remember there was a upgrade part for the grenade launcher which just increases the reload speed.
Yeah.
So not anything massively important.
True, but the reload speed is the worst thing about the grenade gun. I think it's actually back in the room that is just the end of this hallway. So of all the things that I could have missed and have to go back for, this is probably the fastest and easiest one.
Also, you've got enough. You should have enough plugs to open one or two of the boxes that you missed.
Yeah. Although I didn't spot many of those along the way. There definitely are some. Yeah, behind this thing. Which looks like a solid wall. Grenade gun parts.
Okay, removes reloading entirely then.
Pretty much, yeah. GG Custom. We'll be saying GG to some dinosaurs. Where the hell are these plug boxes?
Should be in the hallway, I think. There was one which had a yellow one and a red one. I remember we'd opened one of them.
Yeah. When I was practicing this earlier, I got basically enough plugs to unlock every box that I still had access to. Not necessarily everyone in the game, but...
Yeah, there's too many boxes and not enough plugs.
Yeah.
But there's also some boxes that will only have like one hemostat.
Crap boxes.
Basically.
Love them. Do I have any healing items? Not in my keycard list, that's for sure. No. Completely full on ammo. No healing. Actually, while we're here, and limping around... Okay, I still can't access this box here. Well, let's take note of it. Press the button, nothing happens. Certain preparations have to be made. That'll be where the stabilizer goes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure this is just a check that we have Dr. Kirk's ID card. So it'll give us access, but it still won't work because the stabilizer and the other thing haven't been put in place.
Power for generator is connected. Announcement. Please place the initializer and the stabilizer in the generator.
Will do. Damn it.
Oh, shit.
Bye.
Nope.
I cannot go into the third energy room, so
No, sir.
screw y'all.
This door cannot be opened.
Yep. There are just certain rooms that are not capable of loading dinosaur AI. So they stay the hell out of there. For metagame reasons. Pretty sure it's stabilizer first. I think it'll yell at me if I try to put the wrong one in.
And the stabilizer just looks like a really big fuse.
Yeah, it does. Seems to also be its function.
More or less, yeah.
Pass electricity through it. There's one more part of this room that I haven't showed off yet. An elevator. With the most awkward transition screen in the whole game. It's funnier when she's at full health because she just stands there staring and tapping her foot.
Rather than looking like she's in desperate need of a sling.
Yep. Oh, the stairs are so slow now.
That was one of the things that Resident Evil 2 first introduced, was getting slower the more damage you've taken. And it just never stopped being annoying.
Yeah, it is pretty annoying. Makes a certain amount of sense, but the, like, instant healing doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So, decide whether or not you want to make sense, video game. Are you gonna take David Byrne's advice or not?
I understood that reference.
Had to make sure.
Giant suit and all.
Hey, what have we here? A thing that I can't pick up? No, a plug. Just what I needed. I don't even know where to plug them. But I have so many. So very many plugs.
Also, apologies if anyone hears any weird rustling noises in the background, but one of my cats has decided he really wants to be part of the stream.
We appreciate feline misbehaving.
He's just like, hello, give me love now. But he is just stomping all over my PC desk. It's kind of unreal.
Skippy Granola is a woodworker, and he designed a desk that has a, like, alcove for cats to sleep in.
Oh, that would be so good.
Yeah, so that if they climb up on your desk, they can just go take a nap.
See, I have a corner desk, and I tried putting down like a little blanket for them to sleep on.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Nope, gotta walk all around it and sniff everywhere else on the desk, and then just not go anywhere near the blanket at all."
Yeah, I made that observation as well, that Skipper Granola's brilliantly designed concave little spot, specifically designed for cats, would never ever be touched by a cat, because they refuse to do the things that are made for them.
Yeah, I when I moved here, I got both of my boys a new cat bed, and instead they sleep on a blahage.
Perfect.
Like stuffed shark from IKEA. I know it's pronounced blahaj or something, but I say blahage because it sounds cuter.
Oh yeah, everyone says blahage. Proud to be wrong on that one.
And even if you know that the name is blahaj, mine is called blahage. So
yeah.
Shut up.
You've named it that.
Yeah. Suppose it's like naming a cat Cat with just like putting umlauts above the A.
I always thought Abyss would be a good name for a cat because the consonants sounds make cats freak out. So you'd always get a reaction when you said it.
There's a thing I saw the other day, someone ripping packing tape off the roll, and every time they did, the cat's tongue just leapt out of the mouth. Just constant far off blep going bleh.
It's the blep button.
Okay, Regina, adjust the power output to maximum.
Here goes. Just remember there's no turning back once it overloads.
This is clearly a bad idea. But it's the only way to get rid of the vortex, apparently.
What is the worst that could happen?
The machine says, "Warning, we are about to explode the entire world." And Regina's response is, "Okay, crank it up to full volume."
Put her up to 11, you pussy.
Okay,
All for your life.
That's much funnier when you have a damaged walk. There's the memo where Dr. Kirk says, "Ha ha ha, I'm an incredible evil guy."
Oh, bother.
He saved Dr. Kirk. At the cost of his own life.
Also, what happened to him that he has a massive puddle of blood coming out from under him?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, even if like a rebar went through him, there wouldn't be that much blood.
He had some blood packets in his pockets as well. For later, saving them as a snack.
Yeah, it turns out his armor is just made out of ketchup packets and hemostats.
I said the same thing when I saw that. Why didn't he just shoot him? He has the gun.
Yeah.
He is obsessed with the mission, and the mission is to rescue Dr. Kirk. So even though Dr. Kirk is blatantly evil and trying to kill him, he will not kill Dr. Kirk.
He doesn't need both his knees.
Yep. The gun he had trained on Dr. Kirk was a lie the entire time. He was never going to shoot him.
He only had one bullet in it, and it was just to shoot out that gun.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, there's nothing to worry about here.
My Kool-Aid, no!
Tagged him.
Smashed my juice box.
Thank God my Baja Blast is still intact. I'll lie down now.
We managed to dig him out of there and get him on his feet.
I'd love to know how, because Regina can't be more than like 80 pounds soaking wet.
Seriously, yeah. They had to do it in a fade out
What
because
happened to him?
no visual explanation would have sufficed.
And so is at least 80% of Gale's blood.
Yep. Yeah, Gale also weighs about 80 pounds now. All the blood loss and possible limb loss.
I imagine picking Regina up would just be like holding a really angular cat. Just tuck her under your shoulder, under your arm.
Yep.
Let's go.
Wait, what about Kirk?
I mean, the dinosaurs clearly have no problem with it. They can do it with their jaw.
Forget about it.
Not even any muscular
Sort of around
movement.
like a ragdoll.
Yep.
Forget the mission. You're not here to babysit.
Sorry, but I have a conscience. I'm taking you back now.
No,
Did Rick and Gale just swap sides?
I'm going to.
What? You're insane! Don't you remember our situation? The third energy can't be controlled anymore. Staying here any longer is suicide!
I know. I'm not back in 30 minutes. You two make your escape without me.
Hey, do something!
So Rick's plan is to save Gale's life. Gale's plan is to kill himself in the pursuit of saving Dr. Kirk. And legitimately, I don't care which one we pick. Anyone have a preference?
No. I mean, you could literally just shove Gale over, and I think that would put pay to him.
Yeah. Should we try and save Gale? The shambling corpse is going to try and save the day. He's probably dead already from internal injuries.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, we'll just be taking back enough to put in a body bag.
Yep. Or we can sacrifice Gale and possibly ourselves to try and save Dr. Kirk, who's on a bit of a suicide mission himself. And who is going to destroy the entire world with a doomsday device.
I would be firmly on team go fuck this place, but
Well, that's the thing.
me.
The entire place is going to explode regardless of what we do.
yeah.
Gale is going to try to save the day, but his idea of saving the day is saving possibly the world's greatest war criminal. And we know how America treats war criminals after they've been quote-unquote arrested. They get promoted.
Yeah. They become kings.
Dr. Kirk will 100% complete the third energy death ray if we bring him back to American custody.
Yeah, unfortunately, the game doesn't give you the option to rescue him and then toss him out the airport, out the helicopter on the way back home.
Yeah, if only.
Is the Doomsday device a ray that turns people into dinosaurs? No, this isn't Sauron.
If only. I don't
We are
want to
not
cure
treating
cancer. I
cancer,
want
and
to
we
turn
are
people
not
into
turning people
dinosaurs.
Okay, this is proof that we've been hanging out way too long.
A little bit. I'm going to take Rick's idea.
Yeah, Rick gives you the better ending, apparently.
Gale!
Although there are
I
three
was
endings,
kidding.
actually. Yeah,
I
we
actually did it.
Sucker punched him. And it's a good thing he lost all that weight. He'd just be shoulder carried.
He's just really an empty Coke can at this point.
Yep.
He's more body armor than skin and blood.
I believe I can't find anywhere to put all my plugs. I got 5 plugs.
There was, like I said, there was one hallway that had 2 plug boxes, but
Yeah, I wasn't paying
remember what it
attention and I
was.
walked right past them.
yeah.
I know the one with the dinosaurs, like the disco dinosaurs. We had opened those boxes before and pretty much pillaged them.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh. Grenade.
Multiplier. Not here for
I think
math.
that will basically go, okay, you have one of this thing, now you've got two.
That would make a certain amount of sense.
Well, obviously only for healing items, because that's the only real kind of combination you can do in this game.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even allow you to multiply ammo. Much as it would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be just a little bit too simple.
Recovery aid is also a mix item. Nothing to say about the water.
His plan is to blow up the Earth with a dinosaur-shaped missile. Oh god, that would be so good.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that the dinos are incidental to the Dino Crisis.
Yeah.
Like, they're not the problem, they're not the threat. They're merely an obstacle in our solution to the threat.
Crisis-adjacent dinosaurs.
Yeah.
At least not yet.
Crisis, featuring dinosaurs.
It looks like this thing's powered.
Regina in a crisis involving some dinosaurs.
Put the fuel in this.
Yeah, Regina Crisis would have been a better title.
Regina Crisis would be very, very, very hard to promote in the 90s. The thing is, if I remember right, Regina's not even a real name, it's a code name.
Oh, interesting.
Assume the same for Rick and Gale.
Yeah, probably. That would explain why Gale is such an inappropriate name for him. Halfway back here. Hey! Probably a ton of ammo. No! Garbage!
Oh,
Slap in the face.
you thought you were getting something useful? Too bad.
Yeah, basically. And it's like a red box. The red box usually has munitions inside. Rude. I think I can turn my hemostats into actual healing items using these mix items. I'll try that. The inventory in this game is way too small, and it's been a huge burden the entire game.
It'd be worse. Signalis only lets you take 6 items in total, and at least 2 of those slots will be permanently used.
It's quite brutal.
It's not fun.
I heard only good things about Signalis.
Oh
this
yeah,
very moment.
it is a fantastic game, but the very restrictive item limits that you have make it incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I find inventory management like that to be very annoying. Obviously, like everyone, I love the inventory management in Resident Evil 4.
Yep.
There. Turned all those mix items into 2 medium medkits. Lucky me.
Can you use the multiplier on them now?
I can certainly try. Yeah, 4.
Nice.
Literally doubled them. So yeah, having them in a stack when you mix them does affect the entire stack with what you're mixing. It's pretty neat.
Speaking of Resident Evil 4, there's a game that came out on Steam a while back, very cheap, called Save Room, which is about playing inventory Tetris. Very short, very cheap, very good fun. Highly recommend it.
Nice. Yeah, there's a game called Backpack Hero, I think it's called, which is also all about you've got a limited inventory space and items take a certain number of squares within that inventory, and you shift them all around.
Not heard of that one.
Yeah, I think it's roguelike, like mildly roguelike. That one's a very, very small indie game.
Yeah.
So we were told to get some nuclear material to use as fuel. We're just gonna reach our arm into these barrels of nucleum. And there we go.
Does not sound dangerous at all. These tumors are purely for decorative purposes.
It's true. Cosmetic tumors, I had them installed.
Yes, I got my friend Brian Yuzna to do them. Maybe you've heard of some of his films.
Yes, Screamin' Bad George did my tumors. Oh, have you ever seen his video game?
Oh, the pinball one on PS1.
Yeah. That shit is
so weird.
Bananas.
He actually has a band. I've only ever seen one of his videos. The song itself is surprisingly catchy, but the video is both as weird and not as weird as you would have expected.
Why did he give me a plug? Okay, grenade bullets, that makes more sense. Yeah, this is just a whole stack of crap. Some of which I would kind of like. Maybe I'll put some of this in the thing, and then I can load up, because I don't think I need... Yeah, the pistol's not going to help me.
Mostly grenade rounds for the... I wouldn't think the poison round is going to do much.
Probably not. I was recently listening to a podcast about a movie called Curse 2. And it has a subtitle. I forget what the subtitle is. But Screamin' Mad George did the effects on that. And apparently they had like no budget and he was kind of screwed over. And everything is just shitty rubber snakes for the whole movie.
Yeah, the guy is genuinely one of the best special effects guys in the industry, but only he can only do so much.
Yep, there are limits. But if anyone hasn't seen both Society and Bride of Reanimator, those are some of his finest works.
Yeah, Society is genuinely one of my favorite films.
Yep. And Bride of Reanimator is a slow burn. I always felt it was vastly inferior to the original Reanimator, but now I consider them pretty close to equal.
Yeah, I keep meaning to go back and rewatch it. I've got all three sitting on my shelf.
The third one's a bit of a tragedy, but still good to have.
Yeah. Third one, I think, was like 2000, 2001.
Yeah, it was definitely much, much later. Yeah. Screamin' Mad George as the bug guy. Interesting. I do not know him as that, but I'd like to know him as that. I've also seen pictures of Screamin' Mad George, and he's ridiculously androgynous.
Yeah, his band is very Visual K.
Right.
Which was all about very heavy gothic Lolita style.
Yep. Yeah, we played that Visual K game. Fire. Oh, I think I got eaten.
I did the effects for 2 Silent Night, Deadly Nights. No idea. I've only seen the first 2. I would not be surprised if he did the effects for the 5th one, because those are actually really good. The main antagonist turns out to be a artificial puppet boy. And he's got a full bodysuit on, which looks shockingly good for the budget and the time that it was made.
Garbage Day.
Garbage Day.
That's all anyone remembers from that entire franchise.
But you don't
yet.
need to watch the first film, because the first 40 minutes of the sequel are the best bits from the first film.
Yep.
And then the second half is just sheer madness.
Yeah, there was one of those Channel Awesome guys who reviewed a bunch of exploitation films, and apparently a lot of exploitation films are like that.
Yeah.
Just recaps of basically supercuts of another movie with like 10 minutes of new footage.
Yep. There's a famous one called, I think it's Crazy Fat Ethel. The first one was set in an insane asylum where, standard shitty third wave slasher movie. And then 20 years later, they made a sequel on a budget of about $15. It's only like 80 minutes, and about 30 of those are new footage. Everything else is just literally spliced in footage from the first film.
What the f- I did everything right and he still ate me. Is that the movie where they filmed a guy like scooping ice cream for like 4 minutes straight?
Dog food.
Right.
It's the plot, from what I can gather, because it's not particularly heavy on anything, that would make it look like a traditional movie.
Mm-hmm.
Is that she's released to a sort of group home, and it's basically in someone's grandmother's house. Best of the worst, one of the early episodes of that covers it. And there is a bit where a guy's preparing food for the people staying there, and he is literally just spooning out cans of dog food for literally about 3 or 4 minutes. They tried to do everything they could to pad the film out, and it's still only like 70 minutes.
The guy had this dinosaur stun locked. Although I think I'm wasting every bullet after the first one.
And if you need to get some... Oh, well, maybe not.
Something happened. Did not look lethal, but this is a pre-rendered cutscene. Not a lot of those in this game.
Fire in the hole! Get down!
Oh, we don't even get to fire the iconic Resident Evil rocket launcher?
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Rick is clearly the main character of this game, and we just didn't even realize it.
I mean, he was busy getting shit done while we were just sitting around jamming plugs into bolt. Oh, no, wait, that doesn't sound good.
We did go with almost every single one of his ideas when we had a choice between him and Gale. Oh, God, no.
Oh boy.
It's a swimming T-Rex.
I would not have thought that T-Rexes could swim.
Not as fast as a nuclear-powered hovercraft, anyway.
And he's got little arms. He can barely even doggy paddle.
Yeah.
Like, does he spin his tail like a propeller, or?
Yeah, makes it into a flagellum, and off he goes.
I know what a flagellum is, but the word sounds dirty.
Try salubrious on for size.
Ugh, I will not.
That is literally a word that means pleasant or beneficial. It's the grossest sounding word.
Yeah. I guess because it's got lube in it, and that just sounds wrong no matter what.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That is not a thing anyone asked for. I guess that was the end.
Yeah.
I didn't even use my heat grenades. In fact, we didn't even really kill the T-Rex. We just ran away from it and it got exploded in the island detonation.
Yeah, there's 4 endings. And apparently it's dependent on essentially the final few sections.
Yeah, let's see how to get the one where everyone lives, including Dr. Kirk. The FAQ spells it out pretty clearly.
Yeah. I think there's also sort of like a mercenaries mode that gets unlocked when you finish the game as well.
Interesting. Head to the researcher's room, one where you met Gale for the first time on B3. What? Oh, yeah. It's way back. Yeah, you have to chase Dr. Kirk around the entire base until you find him. He'll be in a variety of potential hiding spots, but only one of them is true, but you have to check all the other ones first before he ends up in the one where he actually is.
Deeply annoying.
Yep. Like, the FAQ has a section for if you choose to go with Gale or if you choose to go with Rick. And Gale's section is like 3 times as long as the Rick section. Kind of blazed us to the end there. Skipped a bunch of content. If you take Rick's method and just follow it to the T, you save Dr. Kirk, but Gale dies. In the ending we got, Dr. Kirk obviously died.
I'm okay with that.
Yep. Well, yeah, we saved the world from the ultimate death weapon, so... Ultimately, I consider that the best possible ending. And we got an email.
The final report of Operation Dr. Kirk. Agent name, Regina. Dr. Kirk. Status, unknown.
Due to unforeseen elements of the area, we were unable to recapture Dr. Kirk. His survival is unknown.
Seems improbable.
He does not show up in the sequels, so it doesn't matter either way.
He did survive, but he is seriously injured and is currently recovering at our military medical facility.
Rick.
He does not show up in the sequel either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't Gale and Rick also absent?
Analyzing the data that was recovered from
Yep, 3 for 3.
Regina's the only survivor, technically.
As for myself,
And in the sequel, depending on how you look at it, she's not even the main character.
Oh, Tom, we gotta check in on Tom.
Oh.
attacked and killed by a giant reptile that was
It's literally impossible to save Tom, as far as I know.
Cooper. Status, unknown.
We lost contact with Cooper at the beginning of the mission.
Man, this base was heavily infiltrated.
Mission complete.
There was actually a note I missed where someone at the base, an actual scientist who has given himself a code name, is talking about a conspiracy to take down Dr. Kirk from inside the lab. And he mentions that we should bring Tom in on the conspiracy. He seems good at changing people's minds. But he doesn't know that Tom already is part of the conspiracy from a different angle.
Instructions.
That's the problem with these kind of conspiracies. You're probably trying to bring in people who are already in on it.
Yeah, true. Also, the person he's conspiring with, that he suggests bringing Tom in on, says, What's wrong with you, dude? Get a better sense for people, you fuck up. We're not gonna do that.
Right here, douchebag.
Ooh, a new costume. We can apparently put her in either an Ava plug suit, which just seems appropriate for the amount of plugs we used in the game, or like, what was that, short shorts?
Yeah, if I remember, one is basically the same as your spy cat suit, except it's closer to lingerie. And
Perfect.
The other, I think, is like a Lara Croft outfit.
See if I can at least look at them. There we go. These images are fairly low resolution, but we'll take them anyway. This is what you would see if you played the game and actually unlocked all these costumes.